Affirmative action is important because it involves requiring a certain amount of resources or employment positions at a company to favor disadvantaged groups that are frequently discriminated against. For example, an affirmative action policy may require 10% of a company's board of directors to be people of color. This is crucial because we know that statistically, people of color are underrepresented, tokenized, discriminated against, and left out of positions of power and decision-making in all aspects of this country. Companies and universities also don't have to give you any explicit reason for why they aren't hiring you or admitting you into their school. Some people may say that the best jobs should go to the most qualified employees, but that assumes that there aren't any qualified people of color for a particular position. The employment process is often a very subjective one, meaning that someone who seems most qualified to one person may not be seen as the most qualified to another. There is no real single measure of what makes someone the most qualified. Is it education? Is it experience? Is it how much longevity you offer to a company? And if there is a white person that you see as extremely qualified compared to other applicants, then luckily for you, most affirmative action programs only have requirements of around 10 to 20% to be from a certain group, so you have the other 80% to do what you want with. To use an example of a similar situation, 10 people are nominated for one award. Does the most deserving person win that award? Not every time. There are often many differing opinions about who deserved to win an award, but one person or measure decided who won. There is a case to be made about why all 10 people deserve to be the winner, and all of them were nominated because they were qualified to win. So let's be clear, there is a qualified and deserving person of color for every single position that you can think of. Clarence Thomas, one of the Republican Supreme Court justices who voted to end affirmative action in America this week, was admitted into Yale University after they implemented an affirmative action plan to require 10% of their law students to be African Americans and other minority members. By voting to end affirmative action, the Supreme Court and Republicans have ruled that people of color are not qualified to hold certain positions and should not share in important decision-making, have a fair share of the power, and opportunities that are far more often afforded to white people.